U.S. Citizenship Interview. A real case. P14?
That is me.
Good afternoon. I'm Immigration Officer Sarah and I'm going to interview you today. How are you today?
I'm fine. Thanks for asking. What about yourself?
I'm great, too. Please follow me.
Of course.
Please come in and remain standing. Before we begin the interview, I'll need to place you under oath. Please raise your right hand. Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth and nothing but the truth so helps you God?
Yes, I do.
Thank you. Please take a seat.
Thank you.
How was the traffic this afternoon?
Not too bad. It took me about 30 minutes to get here.
Oh, that's good to hear. Did anyone come here with you?
No, I came here alone.
Can I get your green card, your appointment notice, and your state-issued driver's license or ID?
Sure. Here you are.
Okay. Do you have any questions before we start?
Yes, I do. I made a few errors in the application, and I would like to update my answers. Is that okay?
Sure, and please bring up the changes when we get to that section.
I will. Thank you.
Did you have any trouble finding the parking lot?
No, I found a public car park across the street.
Great. Did you study for the citizenship test?
Yes, it is an important interview for me.
Good. What is your full legal name?
My full legal name is Liam Miller.
How are you eligible for naturalization?
I am 30 years old, and I have been a lawful permanent resident for over 5 years.
How did you become a permanent resident?
I became a permanent resident through my family. My father sponsored me.
What is your father's name?
My father's name is Beck Miller.
When did your father become a U.S. citizen?
November 3, 2018.
All right. Are you married?
Yes, I am.
How many times have you been married?
I got married only once.
What is the current legal name of your spouse?
My current legal spouse's name is Lily Young.
What is the date of birth of your spouse?
September 22, 1996.
Does your spouse live in the U.S.?
No, she is living in Canada.
Tell me, why do you want to become a U.S. citizen?
I want to vote and believe in the Constitution.
Have you ever registered to vote or voted in any federal, state, or local election in the United States?
No.
Have you ever claimed to be a U.S. citizen, in writing or any other way?
No.
Do you currently owe any overdue federal, state, or local taxes in the United States?
No.
Since you became a lawful permanent resident, have you called yourself a non-resident alien on a federal, state, or local tax return or decided not to file a tax return because you considered yourself to be a non-resident?
No, officer.
All right. Can you tell me your first name?
My first name is Liam.
Please spell your first name.
It is Liam.
What's your last name?
My last name is Miller.
Do you have other nicknames or names you use?
No, I don't.
Would you like to legally change your name today?
No, I would not.
Okay. Tell me your date of birth.
My date of birth is May 8, 1990.
On what date did you become a lawful permanent resident?
I became a lawful permanent resident on April 17, 2019.
Where were you born?
I was born in Canada.
Are you still a citizen of that country?
Yes, I am.
What is your country of citizenship or nationality?
My country of citizenship is Canadian.
Okay. The last four of your social security number?
7897.
Do you want the Social Security Administration to issue you an original or replacement Social Security card and update your immigration status with the SSA if and when you are naturalized?
Yes, I do.
What is your mobile telephone number?
6647582478.
Do you have an email address?
Yes, I do.
And what is your email address?
liammiller90@gmail.com.
What is your race?
I am white.
What is your height?
I'm 4 feet 5 inches.
What color are your eyes?
My eyes color is brown. But I filled out my N400 application is black. Can you update it for me?
Okay, not a problem. Let me update this.
Thank you.
What is your current physical address?
Sorry, immigration officer. I made a mistake here on the application form. So my address is 2913 Foster Avenue. Apartment number is 2E, not 2F, Brooklyn, New York, 11230.
Okay, not a problem. Let me update that. How long have you been living at this address?
I've been living there since June 2nd, 2023.
Where did you live before?
419 Melwood Avenue, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania 15213.
When did you move to the address?
I moved to the address on April 20th, 2019.
Have you lived anywhere else during the last 5 years?
No, that's it.
Let's talk about your business. Are you currently working?
Yes, I am.
Where do you work?
I work at Morton Buildings, Inc. in New York.
What are you doing there?
I'm a construction worker.
And how long have you been working there?
I have been working there since May 2019.
Where have you worked for the last 5 years?
I've worked at the same place.
Let's talk about your travels outside the U.S. Have you traveled outside the United States in the last 5 years?
Yes, I have.
How many total days have you spent outside the U.S. in the past 5 years?
146 days.
How many total trips have you taken out of the States United?
10 trips.
Did any of your trips last 6 months or longer?
No.
Tell me when and where your last trip was.
I went to Canada on February 1st, 2024 and came back on March 10th, 2024.
What is the purpose of your last trip?
To visit my family and relatives.
Have you taken any trips since you submitted your application form?
No, officer.
All right. Do you and your spouse have any children?
Yes, we have one child together.
What is your child's name?
My child's name is Mike Miller.
What is your child's date of birth?
My child's date of birth is November 17th, 2021.
Does your child reside with you?
No, my child is living in Canada with my wife.
Are you providing support for this child?
Yes, I am.
All right. We will now move on to the civics section of the test. You need to get at least 6 questions right, and I can ask you up to 10. Are you ready?
Yes, I am ready.
The first question, what is the name of the national anthem?
The Star-Spangled Banner.
What is an amendment?
A change to the Constitution.
Are you sure of this answer?
Yes, I am sure.
Okay. Under our Constitution, some powers belong to the states. What is one power of the states?
Give a driver's license.
How many amendments does the Constitution have?
27.
Who was president during the Great Depression and World War II?
Franklin Roosevelt.
There were 13 original states. Name 3.
New Hampshire, New York, New Jersey.
Great. You passed the civics test. Now we're going to move on to the reading and writing test. I'll ask you up to 3 questions, just get one right to pass. Please read the sentence on the tablet for me.
What was the first state of the United States?
Very well. And now to write. I will say a sentence and I want you to write it to me on my tablet. By using the stylus pen or your finger. Delaware was the first state of the United States. Delaware was the first state of the United States. Well, you have passed English reading and writing test.
Thank you, officer.
All right. I'm going to move to part 9 and ask you a series of questions. Have you ever advocated, supported, and promoted any opposition to all organized government?
No.
Have you ever associated with any group anywhere in the world that advocated any of the establishment in the United States of a totalitarian dictatorship?
No.
Have you ever associated with any group anywhere in the world that advocated any of the unlawful damage, injury, or destruction of property?
No.
Have you ever been a member of, involved in, or in any way associated with, or have you ever provided money, a thing of value, services or labor, or any other assistance or support to a group that used a weapon or explosive with intent to harm another person or cause damage to property?
No.
Engaged, participated, in kidnapping, assassination, or hijacking or sabotage of an airplane, ship, vehicle, or other mode of transportation?
No.
Have you ever ordered, incited, called for, committed, assisted, helped with, or otherwise participated in genocide?
No. Never.
Have you ever participated in any kind of sexual contact or activity with any person who did not consent, did not agree, or was unable to consent, could not agree, or was being forced or threatened by you or by someone else?
No.
Have you ever participated in causing harm or suffering to any person because of their race, religion, national origin, membership in a particular social group, or political opinion?
No, officer.
Were you ever a part of any group, or did you ever help any group, unit, or organization that used a weapon against any person, or threatened to do so?
No.
Have you ever received any weapons training, paramilitary training, or other military-type training?
No.
What is military-type training?
Learning how to fight in combat.
Have you ever committed, agreed to commit, asked someone else to commit, helped commit, or tried to commit a crime or offense for which you were not arrested?
No.
Have you ever been arrested, cited, detained or confined by any law enforcement officer, military official, in the U.S. or elsewhere, or immigration official for any reason, or been charged with a crime or offense?
No.
Do you believe in religious freedom?
Yes, I do.
Have you ever engaged in prostitution, attempted to procure or import prostitutes or persons for the purpose of prostitution, or received any proceeds or money from prostitution?
No.
Have you ever manufactured, cultivated, produced, distributed, dispensed, sold, or smuggled, trafficked any controlled substances, illegal drugs, narcotics, or drug paraphernalia in violation of any law or regulation of a U.S. state, the United States, or a foreign country?
No.
Have you ever helped anyone to enter, or try to enter, the United States illegally?
No, officer.
Have you ever gambled illegally or received income from illegal gambling?
No.
Have you ever made any misrepresentation to obtain any public benefit in the United States?
No, never.
Have you ever given any U.S. government officials any information or documentation that was false, fraudulent, or misleading?
No.
Have you ever lied to any U.S. government officials to gain entry or admission into the United States or to gain immigration benefits while in the United States?
No.
Have you ever been removed or deported from the United States?
No.
Have you ever left the United States to avoid being drafted in the U.S. Armed Forces?
No.
Are you currently a member of the U.S. Armed Forces?
No.
Do you now have, or did you ever have, a hereditary title or an order of nobility in any foreign country?
No, officer.
Do you support the Constitution and form of government of the United States?
Yes, I do.
What is the form of government of the United States?
Republic.
Do you understand the oath of allegiance to the United States?
Yes.
Are you unable to take the oath of allegiance because of a physical or developmental disability or mental impairment?
No.
Are you willing to swear an oath of allegiance to the United States?
Yes, I am willing.
If the law requires it, are you willing to take up arms on behalf of the United States?
Yes.
If the law requires it, are you willing to perform non-combatant services in the U.S. Armed Forces?
Yes.
If required by law, are you willing to perform work of national importance under civilian supervision?
Yes.
Good. Please review your application form on the tablet in front of you to make sure everything is correct and accurate. And then I want you to sign your name below page. Okay. Now, please move to the last page. This is the oath allegiance. I will need you to read and agree to all the statements and then you will sign your name. Good job. You passed your interview. And I will submit your application for approval. Here is your notification of your test results.
Thank you.
Do you have any questions for me?
Yes, you said I passed the interview, but on this form, it says a decision cannot be made. There is nothing to worry about.
I just need my supervisor to do a quality check and final approval.
Thank you. Do you know when I'll be able to take the oath ceremony?
Once the application is approved, we will probably send you a notice in about 1 week.
Thank you again, officer.
You're welcome. Congratulations again. I will walk you back to the waiting area.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more.